Robert F. Kennedy Jr., there are reports that he tried meeting with Vice President Kamala Harris. Reportedly, she was not interested in that. His campaign did say that, quote, Mr. Kennedy is willing to meet with leaders of both parties to discuss the possibility of a unity government. A unity government at all with, I know we talked about this earlier, but with a potential more libertarian perspective, that's not something you're interested in with either Harris or Trump.
Well, I would certainly welcome if either of them win the race to include libertarians in their cabinet and to try to be more libertarian, obviously. Please take our best ideas and take them from us and adopt them. That is a victory in itself, and we libertarians would welcome that. We would welcome pushing the Overton window towards a more libertarian direction. Am I confident that that's going to happen? I'm not very confident that's going to be the case. I'm sure that's very flowery rhetoric from, of course, Kennedy and others. But when the rubber meets, I expect the Republicans will fill their cabinet with Republicans. A Democrat would fill their cabinet with Democrats. And Kennedy would probably be a little bit more open to that stuff. And of course, if I were elected, I'd be open to having people across the spectrum. But of course, I would want libertarians, left libertarians, right libertarians, center libertarians to be pushing the Overton window in that direction. So yeah, I would love if they would do that, but I'm not confident they're going to.
In Shanahan's comments, she also accused the DNC of sabotaging her ticket. She said this, they kept us off stages, manipulated polls, used lawfare against us, sued us in every possible state. They've even planted insiders in our campaign to disrupt it. You've said before the process is spoiled, but do you think that the DNC specifically played a part here?
Oh, absolutely. I think the DNC, when Kennedy was running as a Democrat trying to run as a challenger to Joe Biden, just ask Dean Phillips how rigged the process was. He might not tell you these days because he's endorsed Joe Biden. Ask Marianne Williamson, ask any other Democrat who tried to run opposite Joe, and they'll tell you the process was very much rigged by the DNC. But at the same token, the Republicans do what they can to try to keep right-leaning independents, right-leaning libertarians off the ballot where they can. They're no stranger to challenging ballot access. And so for me, it's just two wings of the same bird. And it's just the sign of how broken the two-party system is that they can't even have other challengers in the ballot. They're so afraid of Americans hearing an alternative point of view that they'll do everything they can, including using lawfare, including using the courts to try to keep choices off the ballot. And, you know, I'm running against Robert Kennedy, but I think he has as much right to be on the ballot as I do or anybody else. And I think one of the biggest things we need to see is a changing of how we vote and the way and who we can vote for. And once we change those things, we'll have a real transformation in America.